Hey everyone, welcome to Homegrown. This is our resource for small groups and small group leaders here at South Lansing Christian Church. Today I'm joined by my good friend Dwayne. Dwayne has been a part of our church for a while now. He's been here since before I was here, and he's been a huge encouragement to me and a very capable small group leader. And so today I want to talk about a couple things with Dwayne, and that is, number one, Dwayne's in the process of multiplying. How do you know when it's time to multiply your group? And secondly, how do you bring your group members along? And so as to that first question, Dwayne, how did you guys know?
Well, we knew that we had to multiply when our numbers in our small group were getting around 14 members. And what we did was, during prayer time and the Bible study time was taking too long. We spent 2 hours in our group. Now that's not a bad thing, but it got to be too long in the prayer time. So that's why we multiplied.
Yeah, so from what I understand, you guys were even receiving some, suggestions or feedback that prayer time was taking too long, and prayer time had become prayer request time instead of prayer time. And so your group, what time would you start and what time would you end?
We started at 6:30 and we would go sometimes to 8:30 or 9 o'clock at the very latest.
Yeah, so sometimes 2.5, 3 hours in a small group because there are so many people and everyone needs a voice. So that's a big reason to multiply, is when you have so many people that everyone can't be heard. And so things like prayer time or discussion time take too long. And as to that second question, so you guys are having your first multiplied night with your small group this Thursday. How did you bring your people along? How are they feeling about it?
Well, we had initial plans for who was going to be in which group, and we had to change it 3 times before we got it right.
Yeah.
Just because of very reasonable reasons, I guess I would say. And we finally have it correct.
Yeah, so from what I understand too, you guys called your members up individually, right? You and Mike Blakely, and you had these conversations, and then you had them again. And then when you guys all got back together for your final group together, how'd that go?
It went very well. We're right now currently in the first stages of the first meetings of the new multiplied groups. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're praying about it, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, we're excited about it. And man, multiplying is something that requires some courage, because the groups, if you're doing small group right, your relationships are so deep, and so when you multiply, you're changing those relationships in some way, and people experience that as loss. And so you as the leader have to do some talking, some encouraging on the front end. So Dwayne, is there anything that you want to share? What's the impact of small groups? Why are small groups important in your opinion?
Well, small groups support each other. They love each other, of course. And just to bring up one moment in our small groups, we had many. We had a lady in our small group who lost her husband very suddenly. And my wife and the other ladies in the group supported her over the year's time. It's been a year ago that she lost her husband very suddenly and unexpectedly. His name was Jim. Jim was loved very much, and we as a small group supported her through that difficult time. And currently, after a year's time has passed, she's doing very well, and thanks be to God for that.
Yeah, and from an outsider's perspective, just seeing how your group really came around her, it's been pretty incredible to see the community come together. She's closer to your group now and closer to the church. I would assume closer to Jesus because of what you guys have been doing. So that's awesome.
That's correct.
Hey, that's pretty much it for this week. Tune in next week and we'll have some more incredible information for you on Homegrown. So subscribe and like and do all those things. We'll see you next time.